anything was edited, added, changed? No, we don't. Am I saying it was? No, I'm not. The diary merely says showers with my dad. Probably not appropriate. Now, some of you might say it is never appropriate for a father to be in the same shower with their daughter. If you ask a if you ask most pediatricians or child psychologists, they'll probably say somewhere between the age of 3 and 5, it is no longer appropriate for a father to be in the same shower as their daughter. We don't know how old Ashley Biden was when she, quote, took showers with her father, if she even did.
What's going on, everyone? Sasuke here today. I got an interesting video I just showed you guys. So that was Ed Kazastein. This is a guy I routinely comment on because I believe he represents the, I don't know what to call him. I think he represents more of the modern liberal, not the classic liberals of the baby boomer age, maybe even the Gen X age, but the more millennial liberal and their worldview on things. And we started I wonder how this all came about, and I'll show you right now. So he made a tweet or a post, sorry, about Ashley Biden's diary fact check. That's what he called it, fact check. Fact is, I don't know if he did anything illegal with his daughter. He said the age range was between 3 and 5. And I'm like, well, if she could remember it, it's probably outside that range because my 3-year-old can't write articulately enough, but he probably remembers some stuff that happened between 3 to 5, but not as well, not to a point where she could say probably not appropriate. And then he's here trying to defend it. So I don't know if it was unedited. I don't care, honestly. But the whole point of this video, the whole point I'm making it is the follow-up. Why would Joe Biden shower with his daughter no matter the age is wrong? I'm a woman. I know how absolutely not okay, even though she's just 1 year old. Yeah. I do shower with my kids, but they're boys. Both of them are boys. And it's a family shower. Usually me and my wife will shower together with the children. Usually. But if I ever have a daughter, I'm only bathing her. I ain't showering with her. That's just my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. All my fathers out there, I know I got some of you guys in the comment section. Let me know. I'm sure my uncle, who has 3 daughters, has never showered with any of them, no matter the age. Hell, my wife's father never even changed his daughter's diaper. That's how seriously, I'm talking about those baby boomer fathers, those Gen X fathers. They wouldn't go nowhere near this. And these experts, this is the funny part about liberals. They love pointing to experts, but I can make the argument that experts are propagandists as well. Whatever the party holds to be true is truth. It is impossible to see reality except by looking through the eyes of the party. This is George Orwellian 1984. Is or is not the Democratic Party operating under this model? I say yes. Look at the experts' political leaning of misinformation experts. The line is the center. Slightly right and right. Leans right, right? Look at it. Look at this. Slightly left. Look at the fairly left. Look at it. Biased information, right? And this is the World Economic Forum as well. The World Economic Forum's biggest problem is not the economy, it's not inflation, it's not poverty, it's not world hunger, it's misinformation, disinformation. AKA, hey, we don't like information contrary to our social vision of the world. That's what misinformation means in the eyes of the party, the eyes of the left, the eyes of the Democrats. And this is my problem with a lot of liberals. This is why liberals trust mainstream media more than any other political group in America. Because the science is behind them, as you like to say. When they say trust the science, they know this is what they're talking about. Hey, trust our experts. Trust our authorities. Right? And then if you don't trust their authorities, oh, you're a conspiracy theory. Oh, you mean I'm a skeptical human being that just doesn't believe everything that comes out of people's mouths? That makes you a conspiracy theory in 2024. Because of the political bias, the political domination of these experts. This is the same problem that's going on in climate change, right? And this is an example of it. That you got a man saying something crazy like, there's plenty of fathers who have been in the shower with their young daughters. I'll say maybe 5% of fathers have been in the shower with their daughter. Virtually all pediatrician and child psychologists supported until a certain age make outrageous claim. How is this still up, says a commenter. as a father of a daughter, oh hell nah. Everyone's chiming in. I know the women are. I know the women are going. Oh hell nah. My friend's a pediatrician. He says it was cool. You said I want to shower with you. She's just a child. They calling him about confirmed. Democrats are the party of the pedophilia. Thanks for helping, Ed. No, Ed, just no. Fathers don't shower with their young daughters. Oh my God, Ed, you should really delete this. Everyone warns him. And then shout out to my guy Zeke Arkham. No, Ed, just no. Virtually all pediatricians, and this is the problem with leftists, and this is my biggest problem with leftists, is that they are the biggest people who fall for this fallacy, the fallacy of authority. And I just showed you, based on what I showed you earlier in this video, I showed you how misguided that fallacy is. And a lot of liberals, oh, we're the party of science. We're the party of information. We believe in the facts. But they only highlight facts or massage numbers that perpetrate a narrative. And my saying has always been, this is my personal saying, you guys can steal this, but give me credit at least. Data does not prove a narrative. Data only shows a result. That's all it does. You have to prove the narrative. You have to correlate why that narrative is true about the information, about the data. But data by itself does not suggest that your narrative is true. You still have to argue. If I see mass incarcerations of black men and you use that data point as saying, oh, that proves racism, Kenny. And I go, well, all it proves to me is that black men commit a lot of crimes and they go to jail a lot. That's all it proved to me. How is it based on a racial component? If I remove their racial component and they do the same behavior, would they not have the same outcome? Common sense says yes, they would. They'll still go to jail because the behavior is what they're being judged on, not their skin color. And every scientist, and this is why I say, yo, we're not teaching our kids good education because this is critical thinking. If you're saying a factor is determining a certain outcome, you have to display the same behavior while removing that factor to exemplify your claim. Hey, did the outcomes change because I removed this factor out of the equation? No, that means it's not racism. This is the problem that in the left, that the left is not the party of science. The left is the party of dogma. Tell me I'm lying in the comment section. Tell me. I'll wait. Oh, you're a black man. You got to vote Democrat. Is that a party of science or that's a party of dogma? I'll wait. We'll continue. I assume you have some facts to back this up. Studies. Someone pulled every pediatrician and child psychologist out there and published their findings. Besides, wasn't Biden's daughter well past the age of him bathing her? I stopped when my daughter was around 4. You know, like a normal person. Is this the hill you're willing to die on, Ed? Excusing perverted behavior because Biden's your guy? Nasty ass sicko. That's how a black dude talk. All right. Yes, the cutoff isn't the first sign of what's that. As Zeke said, around 3 or 4. Definitely not 12. Virtually all pediatricians and child psychologists support it. Trust the experts. Don't carry the weight you think it does. Trust the experts, right? And I'm going to show you this clip about how experts have lost their kind of credibility, how the public has lost confidence in our institutions is because these experts are abusing their position or their authority to push a misguided narrative. This is why the fallacy of authority is a fallacy. And these liberals think they're speaking logic. They're speaking facts. No, you're just appealing to authority. Whenever a liberal says he's speaking facts, he's appealing usually to authority. While me, I'm just showing you provable results. I said, hey, this is my claim. Here's the data point I'm using to back it up. Go. And that's it. And I think we would benefit as a country with more information like this. But let's continue on down this thought I'm having, this angle I'm having. Walk this intellectual journey with me. And we're going to see what happens when the experts get it wrong. Let's take a look.
It feels like you're crossing some important barrier into a whole new world.
Oh, look,
when you bite an animal's balls off.
there are moments in dirty jobs.
Like inside you, I mean. You can't be the same man you were that morning.
It's like a German porno, right? You just see it. Once you see it, you're like, good grief. Yes, I felt very strongly that that something extraordinary had happened on the show. But I also felt very strongly that something more important had happened prior to the show. I had been given bad information by experts. I had called the expert authority. I had called PETA. I called the Humane Society as well. The best minds in the business, the people who live to write disappointing emails to my boss, instructed me on the proper way to remove the testicles from a creature. And they were wrong. Now, optically, it might have looked a little better. In their minds, I think they liked the idea of a rubber band instead of a knife and teeth. But they were wrong.
Yeah.
That lamb, castrated the proper way, was the very embodiment of abject misery. And I saw 30 or 40 more that day.
As you saw from the clip, that was an example of how trusting the experts could be wrong, right? So what he was talking about was castrating lambs, right? And I didn't live in a farm, but my wife's family, they go on a farm. I never seen that happen because him even talking about it hurt me. And I made a business decision. You guys only saw, like, I clipped it out because I was like, nah, I don't think my viewers can take it. So let me just cut to the point. And the point was that the CD, whatever expert institution told them, they say the proper way of castrating lambs is you just put a rubber band around there, you know what, and let it fall off on its own. But the point is that the lamb was suffering for 2 to 3 days, while the way the other person did, the incorrect way, take the knife and just cut it off, rip the testicles out with your teeth, and you spit it into a bucket. Sorry, guys, I know it's graphic. He was fine. Like, okay, he forgot it even happened. And I'm like, yo, so you rather torture an animal for 2 to 3 days with this thing around his scrotum and pretend, oh, look, optically it looks better than taking out a knife and you cutting it off and you ripping it out with your teeth and spitting it into a bucket. But the animal suffering, that's animal cruelty. That's what the expert said. The animal cruelty is fine. You let the thing suffer for 2 to 3 days, while the practical way, the way that farmers has been doing it for centuries without these academics sitting there and opining over it, is more effective and it was better for the well-being of the lamb if you had to do the procedure. Craziness, right? But these are the experts, right? These are the same people who say, oh no, we don't like animal cruelty. What is more cruel? If you had to castrate an animal, cutting it off, ripping it out with your teeth and spitting it into a bucket, or leaving it around their scrotum so they can suffer with that pain and look miserable in a corner for 2 to 3 days. What is more animal cruelty? But this is what the experts say until you test out their theory in reality. And one thing I realized about these so-called experts is that they live in the theoretical and not the practical, right? RFK gets hit a lot about these charges from these experts. And I want to watch with you guys a clip. I won't watch the whole thing, but hopefully the point will be made at the end of this clip. Let's take a look.
A lot of the write-ups are playing to your biggest weakness, which is that you spout a lot of conspiracy think, whether it's deep state, whether it's 9/11, whether it's vaccines. You are painted with that brush. And I know you in the campaign think that this is water under the bridge. We've already addressed it. But I think that you should greatly rethink going there, because all those write-ups today called you a conspiracist. And I think that there are a lot of people in this country that want another choice, but they're not going to vote for a conspiracist.
I was called a conspiracy theorist because I said that glyphosate, which is the active ingredient of Roundup, caused non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. People said that's a conspiracy theory. As it turned out, we won 3 jury trials in which they agreed with us, and Monsanto settled for $13 billion. I said at the
So imagine that. He challenged the authority, the institutions, and we know Big Pharma advertises a lot on these channels here, right? And I'm just going to give you the quick version, but that's just a little synopsis of what RFK said. Tell me a theory that I think I got wrong. Show me the facts. Here's some of the Kennedy conspiracy theories that turn out to be true. The first one, which is what we just settled, he settled $13 billion with Monsanto's. The COVID vaccines, we all know. The liberals, that's the biggest. The COVID-19 lockdown situation was the biggest thing that confirmed my beliefs and theories about the liberal mind, right? The modern liberal. I'm not talking about classic liberals. I'm not talking about baby boomer liberals. I'm not talking about Bill Maher types. I'm talking about the Ed Kazastine's types that you saw in the intro, the millennial liberal. That's who I'm talking about, because I'm a millennial, and that's my generation's liberals. Sorry, baby boomer liberals. Sorry, you allowed these people to come in, take over, and wear your liberalism as a skin suit. I'm sorry. But that proved that liberals don't believe in facts. They don't believe in logic. They believe only in authority. And they say he who has the authority has the truth. Oh, very Orwellian. This is why they could sit here and defend, even though they're atheists, defend that a man could be a woman and women can be men, but they chastise Christians for believing in fairy tale thinking. Hypocrisy. But no, this is what I'm saying. This is why I say I can't trust atheists on moral questions. And apparently there's an atheist out there that says, hey, most of my morality is 95% informed by Christianity, but I like to make fun of it. I like to say it's a delusional. I like to say it's based on zealotry, but I live 95% of my life accordance to that. I'll find it. I'll probably be one of my next videos I react to. But let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section. Where you guys think about these experts? Have your trust in experts waned over the past few years since getting involved in politics or doing your own research? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys find this video valuable, and I appreciate you guys watching to the end of the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.